If you follow the rules of the road, position yourself correctly and are respectful of other road users, most of your commutes should be incident-free. However, there are a number of hazards that you should be aware of and know how to avoid in order to commute smart. In most cases, you will have to negotiate with cars on a commute. Look ahead and try to anticipate cars pulling out. Make yourself visible, and always try and make eye contact with drivers. And when passing side roads, move out slightly or take control of the lane to give yourself more room. You should also be aware of pedestrians as well as cars. Again, make yourself visible, but also make yourself heard. A bell can be amazingly effective, or even just calling out. Be observant and look ahead. If a pedestrian is wearing headphones, they may not hear you, and if they're using an umbrella, for example, their vision may be obscured. If there are a lot of pedestrians and you're concerned one may step out without looking, move into the centre of the lane if traffic allows. Potholes can be a real problem for cyclists, and if you don't see them in time, you risk damage to your bike and damage to yourself. Or if you see them at the last second, you risk swerving out into traffic. Make sure you position yourself correctly, away from the gutter, where potholes are more likely to be. Look as far ahead as possible and move early to avoid them. Once you become familiar with your commuting route, you'll be more likely to remember where the potholes are and can adjust your road position early. If it's been wet, every puddle could be a potential pothole. So where possible, avoid riding through standing water. Report troublesome potholes to your council. Painted lines tend to be more slippery than the rest of the road, so especially in wet conditions, try to avoid turning across them. Drain covers can also be slippery in the wet and should be avoided. Commute smart and avoid riding in the gutter, where drain covers and grates tend to be located. Tramlines can be extremely hazardous, potentially trapping your wheels or causing you to slip. Always try and negotiate them by keeping your wheels at 90 degrees to the tracks. Avoid braking and any steering input. Always check the forecast before commuting, and if ice or snow is expected, ask yourself whether it might be more sensible to leave your bike at home. If you do decide to head out or get caught by a sudden freeze, lower your tyre pressure and stick to bigger roads, which are more likely to have been salted and gritted. If you do suddenly hit an unexpected patch of snow or ice, stay relaxed, avoid any drastic steering, and keep off your brakes. Debris such as broken glass should be avoided where possible by looking ahead down the road. Be observant. A damaged bus shelter or a pub with outside seating should all be viewed as potential hazards. Ride in your default riding position and avoid the gutter where puncture-causing debris accumulates. Long vehicles like buses and lorries pose a genuine threat to cyclists and should under no circumstances be undertaken. Either filter down the outside, or if in doubt, wait behind them. It's simply not worth the risk.